Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter fucking Joseph here for video number 3 on your Triple Threat Wednesday. Alright, once again, back on the Peter fucking Joseph YouTube wrestling channel. YouTube.com/Peter Joseph. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe right now to this very channel and my other channels down there in the description box below, otherwise known as hell. Or the basement, my pants, whatever. It's down there. You know where it is. So, subscribe to my channels, leave a comment if you wish on any one of my videos, but be respectful, and if not, go fucking get a life. And learn some respect, motherfuckers. Respect my authority! But in any case, subscribe to my channels, all down below in the description box, including this one. Share the video all over the internet. Follow me on social media if you dare. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You gotta be real there. If you're not, you're getting blocked. I don't give a shit. And also, don't forget to tap that fucking bell. Just smack it around. Tell who's boss. Turn on all notifications. You don't miss the next video. Because if you do, well, you suck. And you're SOL. And you know what that means. Ha! Ha ha! And if this is your first time watching, well, welcome to the party, pal! We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax, grab something to drink, whatever you got. Don't do it at work, though, but drink water if you're at work, or Pepsi, or whatever you got. Not beer. I mean, if you drink beer at work, you're gonna get... you're gonna get a tongue lashing from your boss, unless you are the boss, then maybe you can do that. I don't know. But sit back, relax, and hopefully you enjoy the show. And if you're here for the first time and you like what you hear and what you see, then smash that subscribe button, smash the bell so you can get more. You don't miss out on future videos, and you can also watch my past videos from 11 years ago. I mean, there's not a lot from 11 years ago, but pretty much 10 years ago. So you get everything that I've done for the past 14 and a half years. On some of my channels, you get to see, on my Killer Demons channel, you see everything from like 10 years ago. This very channel, probably 5-6 years ago, maybe. I don't remember. I think I've had this channel for about 5-6 years anyway. And my other channels from about 3 to 5-6 years ago. But my Shadows Lake channel, I've only had for a few months, so I'm getting close to a year now. So, because my main channel is still locked, I can't get into it. Which sucks. But what are you gonna do? So do it now, win. Do it now. So subscribe and all that good shit. And we're done. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I hope everybody had a great Wednesday. Nice and not too cold here in the Northeast. Raining on and off today, and it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow. Oh, most of Friday, and then Sunday night and the Monday, you're going to get rain and changing over to snow. They're saying about 1 inch. Now, I looked at my weather app, they're saying maybe 1.5 inches. But it's not going to be that cold. Well, besides Monday and Tuesday of next week, it's going to be a little cold, and then by the time we get to, Groundhog's Day and the unofficial first weekend of February, which starts pretty much next Thursday, we're getting back up to 50 degrees. That's nice. Maybe we'll get an early spring. Hopefully, but who knows what happens with that. And that's all I got to say about all that. But hopefully you had a great day, and that's it. Check out my last 2 videos that I did earlier today. My Monday Night Raw review over on my main channel, Killer Demon 669. And you can go back a video before this very video, and I talked about the rumor that Sports Illustrated had today that might be getting Cody Rhodes versus CM Punk and Seth Rollins versus Walter for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. So, check out that video and give it a like and all that good shit. And that's that. Alright. Hope everybody had a good day and a good evening. My day wasn't the greatest, but made the most of it. Anyway, still coming off my fucking colonoscopy. My stomach's getting better, which is good, you know. I'm able to poop normally now, which is very good. But still, you know, I got residual tiredness and everything, so. Besides, you know, still having a bad back, my knees are shot, so. But returned to work today, so I'm happy with that, so. Money to be made, but it is what it is. A little bit mad about Congress, because Congress is, if you have the Affordable Connectivity Program, the ACP program, where it cuts your internet bill by $30, well, that might be ending in April, because Congress can't fund it anymore. The FCC wants to get rid of it. Dumbasses. So, you know, Congress is trying to pass a bill to fund 7 million or 7 billion, I don't know what it is, but they want to pump more money into people that, you know, use the internet, and they don't want to spend like $80 to $100 if you're low income. I'm not low income, but I'm like middle of the road here. But I mean, I do make some good money, but here and there. But you know, I would hate. I'm paying a reasonable price now. I'm not on the program, but I don't really need to. But even if I did, you know, I'm paying like basically $50-$60 for internet anyway, so it might go up to about 80 to 90 by May, which wouldn't really sit well with me, but you know, hopefully the senators and Congress can work something out, and you know, people that are on the program don't lose it, and they can't pay for it, and then everybody's gonna be gone. You know, they can't talk to their loved ones or their friends or whatever because they have no internet. Or they have to pay like $80 to $100 to $200 just for the internet. If you have it bundled, that's even worse. I thankfully don't have that. I pay for cable and I pay for internet separately. So it is what it is. But hopefully, you know, it doesn't end in May. It was supposed to end in April. They said. I think they said the end of April. So my cable bill will be probably going way up in May, which won't be fun. So hopefully, I can still talk to you guys, you know. I mean, I can pay for internet, but it's just gonna be a little bit tougher to pay, you know, You know, it's gonna go up, and more money coming out of my pocket, so it is what it is. Instead of paying like, you know, $150 per month for cable and internet separately, you know, together. I mean, you know, not together, bundled. I mean, a total. I'd probably be paying close to $200 a month with that on top of my other bills I gotta pay. Oy. So it's annoying. It's annoying. That's why we really need Donald Trump in office, like, pretty damn soon. I don't know how a lot of people are gonna go through the next 9 months to next year, you know, without internet and without a whole lot of things like Medicaid and shit like that. But hopefully, you know, Mr. Trump will go in as the new president, and he can, by as soon as we hit the new year, he'll be fixing fucking shit. All this stuff, the ACP program will be still going on, you know. Because he's always on Twitter and Instagram, so. Well, really, I know he has Instagram. I don't know about Twitter, but. Anymore. I think they kicked him off, which sucks. But, you know, he needs to, you know, use the internet. And like, you know, like, what? And then, you know, people are going to be I don't know how they're going to be writing letters to him saying, hey, can you put back the Affordable Care Program, you know, for the internet to give us $30 off our internet bill? Oh, and Donald Trump is like, sure, gonna do it, gonna be huge, everybody's gonna pay for free. We hope. But, yeah, for some people that have this program, you're gonna lose out. That $30 is gonna be, you know, going right back. So, you know, we had it for a good almost 2 years, and now that they're gonna take it away, and people are gonna be pissed. So, if I was Congress, and you know, the House of Republicans and all those stupid ass, dumbass senators. You know, some of them are Republicans. I'm like, why would you side with the FCC and not fund this program that helps out basically everybody? Just about everybody. You know, people are even paying like they have a bundle of cable and internet, and they're paying like $250 just for that. Even with the $30. It's kind of crazy, isn't it? But, you know, hopefully something can get done in the next 2 months. Or else a lot of people are going to be pretty much saying, you know, if you have Optimum or Verizon or Xfinity or any, whatever, Comcast, whatever cable or internet provider you have, you're going to say goodbye. Fuck that. I'm not paying $100 just for fucking internet with all the fucking fees you got to pay. Just for the internet alone, you're paying like $69.99. Then you gotta pay like $12 for the fucking router, which is a pain in the ass. Then you gotta pay that stupid network fee, like $6, which I don't know why we even pay that garbage. Then taxes is like $1. So like just, you know, you're wasting basically $80 to almost $90 a month just for that, without the $30 and without credits if you have them, because sometimes it gives you a credit for, you know, if you pay, you don't get the bill in the mail, you get $5 off for shit like that. You know, your speed depends on, you know, what level you have, the speed, which goes into price, and, you know, other things that you get, you know, be a loyal customer to give you some type of discount. So it's going to be tough for a lot of people to pay their internet bill coming up by the summertime if this thing doesn't get fucking fixed. But I mean, we'll see what happens with that in the next couple months. But Congress, you, all you senators out there, you better do the right thing and stop fucking funding Ukraine. I mean, really, do we need to give more money to Ukraine to fight this war that's going on? I know we're trying to help everybody, but, you know, come on. You got other things to worry about in America than worry about what's happening in Ukraine. And then funding and giving money to all these stupid fucking people coming into the country. All these fucking migrants coming in every fucking day. We have to fund them. Like, why? Fuck them. Let them go back to Mexico. Let them go back to El Salvador, wherever the fuck they come from. Venezuela, you know. Get them out of here. And Trump is gonna do that hopefully when he gets elected president. Bye-bye. You're out of here. Go back. We're going to secure the border, get these people from stealing our jobs and stealing basically our money and everything. It's annoying. And then having them live in a school. Why? I know that, you know, hotels are overbooked because, you know, they have to build hotels now because, you know, all the migrants are coming in. It's crazy. It's just crazy. The way that fucking Joe Biden has just really fucked us over since he basically cheated to get into the fucking White House 4 years ago. Fucking stupid, man. See, I guarantee if Trump was in right now, none of this shit would happen. No war with Ukraine, nothing with Gaza. The internet protection, the ACP program will still be around. We will not be talking about, oh, it's going to end in April or May. Trump will be on that. Boom. Like that. He was just like, just pump $10 million into the internet program to keep it running for another 6 to 10 months or maybe a year or two. It's been around since 2022. You want to kill it? Come on now. Come on. If low-income families that are barely able to pay their bills right now, and they're living off Social Security or whatever they're living off of, can't pay the internet, how are they going to talk to people online? How are they going to go online to look something up? Like, if they want to get a job or whatever. How are they going to do that? makes no sense to me. So, hopefully, I'm gonna keep looking at the news and looking at, for the next month or two, I'm gonna be looking at what's going on with this fucking program, and hopefully, either CNN will say something or it'll just pop up. Maybe I'll get people that have Optimum or Verizon, they get another email saying, "Oh, we're not gonna raise your bill $30." But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. All right. So little rant before I start the video. So I just think it's it's just another way that Congress and the Biden administration's fucking us over. Even though Mr. Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe, for once in his fucking life, is actually helping the American people. He wants to fund money to this fucking to this program. He wants the $7 million to go through, but Congress, being the fucking dicks that they are, they're like, no, we'll just fund the migrants. We'll fund Ukraine. Don't give a fuck about the American people and their internet. So they're saying this bill might, is looking like it's not going to get passed, even though there's a great guy, the senator of Vermont, great guy. I watched a couple of videos of his, and he really is pushing this bill. He really is. He's telling him there's like 22.5 million Americans or whatever it was, and maybe in Vermont or whatever it may be. But these people need the internet, They can't pay for it if they're, it goes up to like $80 to $100 if they're low-income families. Crazy. And now people that don't have it and are trying to get on it, they have until February 7th at midnight to freaking get on it. But I'm like, why would you get on it if the funds are going to be gone by April or May? So you're on it for 2 months. Like, what's the point? So I think a lot of people are scrambling right now to get on this program. So I don't know what's going to happen in the next couple months with people that are on this program. Like I said, I'm not on it, and if I was, it was going to affect me. Maybe I'll be affected. If I was on the program, I might be affected. I can't do videos because I don't have the internet to look up, to put videos on YouTube. Even if I did it off my other phone, which has data, then I have to use all that data just to get on the internet, which is ridiculous. I'd rather have broadband internet, Wi-Fi. I don't want to use fucking data, because those interest rates go up too, even if you have unlimited data. You have a certain, some plans have a limit. But I think I have unlimited talk and text, so. And I think I don't know about my data, but I think I have unlimited talk, text, and data, I think. I gotta look at it, but if I was on the program, yeah, I might not be around in April or May on YouTube or on the internet anymore. And a lot of people are like, yay! Well, you might be affected too, dumbasses. So, we'll see what happens with that. Alright, I'm done talking about that shit. And I don't care if this part gets clipped. I don't give a shit. But like I said, I'm not on the program. I'm just talking about the program that other people that are on it, Americans, it's part of life. So I wanted to rant about that because it affects a lot of people that are on this program. I know people that are on the program, not myself, but I know people that they tell me that they're paying like $50-$60 for internet now. They used to be paying $120. So half the thing cut in half. Now they're going to be paying, going back to paying the same amount going forward into 2024 and beyond. But hopefully the senators and Congress can pass this fucking bill and at least extend it till the end of the year. Then worry about it in come January 2025. But we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. Congress sucks. It does, butthead. Yeah, it sucks, butthead. It sucks! Okay. We move on. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on video number 3 on your Triple Threat Wednesday, January the 24th, 2024. If you're watching this tomorrow or whenever you're watching this, it is now January the 25th, 2024. Once again, my name is Peter Joseph. I'm a content creator talking about the wonderful world of professional wrestling, or anything I feel like talking about, including politics. And if you like it, good. If you don't, get out of here and go fuck yourself. And that's that. But don't forget to subscribe and much, much more. That's it. Alright, it's Wednesday. Well, as of this video, it's Thursday, but it's, anyway, I'm gonna say it anyway. It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. It is time for your late night AEW Dynamite! Yes! Review for January the 24th, 2024. 1/24/24. Got it, Bubble? No. Alright, so January the 24th edition of Dynamite for 2024 came your way, and it was not the greatest show, but still, But, you know, 1,800 people in that arena tonight. And boy, were they quiet. Holy crap, felt like a house show. What is this? There's times, like, you know, we couldn't hear anything. Like, they're not cheering. I mean, some of the major stars are not even getting a pop, which is crazy. So, AEW morale, which is bad as it is, the attendance numbers are garbage right now. I don't even know how many people were at Collision this past Saturday in New Orleans, or whatever they were. No, they're gonna be in New Orleans this Saturday in Bossier City, whatever the fuck that is. Is that near, like, Lafayette, Louisiana, or even near New Orleans? But they're gonna be there this Saturday, so. But tonight they had like 1,800 plus people tonight. Oy. It's like going to the Hammerstein Ballroom, even though they sell more than that. That place holds, like, I think 3,000 people at least, I think. Somewhere, I'm off a little bit, but that's what it feels like. It feels like you're going to Ring of Honor back in the day, when it was always sold out. The Hammerstein Ballroom, the Grand Ballroom, always sold out. Nowadays, they can barely get 800 fucking people there at any event they do. I mean, it's like pay-per-view wise. I mean, they were in Garland, Texas for Final Battle and barely got like over 1,000 people. It just feels like AEW, which it started off red hot. They were getting a lot of people there, like maybe, I say 2,000 to 4,000, 5,000 people. And on a pay-per-view, you get around, I mean, the big pay-per-views like All In, Forbidden Door, you get like 10,000 people, which isn't bad. And then you go to Wembley, where everybody in England loves wrestling, but, you know, they got 81,000 people, and they're going to get probably more in the summertime for All In 3. But, like, they go to the United Center for All Out, barely get around 8 to 12,000 people. Not good, but still. You know, and the ratings are kind of up and down. I mean, Dynamite last week got, like, over 800 something thousand, which isn't bad, but they haven't hit 1 million at least almost a year now. I mean, if they brought in Mercedes Moné, I doubt the ratings will even go up. They bring in maybe Drew McIntyre, or anybody that comes over from the WWE again. Ratings wise, I don't know if they're gonna be good. Sting's not gonna be there. You know, after Revolution, he gone. I mean, he's still going to be like an ambassador and everything. Bryan Danielson's career is winding down. So, kind of the big stars are going to be gone. I don't know how long Edge is going to be there. Christian as well, all the old farts that are there, you know. I mean, it's year 5 right now for Tony Khan's little engine that could. I don't know if it's going to last another 5 years, so right there going. Ring of Honor is just terrible right now. You know, it's still a company 22 years later. I mean, if TNA is still around 22 years later and it's starting to get real good for them, I mean, if they got 112,000 views last week for the first episode of TNA Wrestling, you know, who knows what's going to happen by the end of the year? Maybe from 112 they go up to 212, or maybe they'll be doing Rampage numbers. Which would be sad. They're beating Rampage in the ratings. And maybe, just maybe, they'll beat freaking Collision. TNA will be beating AEW in the ratings. That'd be sad. Well, not Dynamite numbers, but, you know, I'm just saying Rampage and Collision, they'll be beating them every fucking weekend. It'd be crazy. TNA, of all freaking promotions, is beating a major promotion like fucking AEW. Crazy. On their basically their B and C show. That would be crazy to talk about later this year. Even if they get on a major network like FX. Imagine if they get on FX and the way that the company is right now, and a lot of people have FX. From 100, they're going to get 3, maybe 400,000, depending on what night they're on. I would just keep it on Thursday. What's on Thursday on FX? The late movie. We're going to see Scream 5. Yeah! Coming up next on after Dynamite. No, not after Dynamite. After Impact, after TNA Wrestling, we got a double feature for you. Nightmare on Elm Street 1, and then I don't know, Jeepers Creepers 3 or whatever. I don't know, I'm making things up, but that'd be a good lead-in. Go from wrestling to Jason or something like that, or Freddy or Chucky. That'd be good, but I think if TNA wants to get this big, major, huge TV deal on a major network, definitely I would go to FX. Or maybe ESPN, but now that almost every cable TV is probably going to be extinct pretty soon. Everything's going to freaking Paramount Plus and Discovery Plus and Disney Plus and Max Plus. Well, it's Max now, but you know, they want people to pay like $10, $15 a month just to watch all their programming, or at least wrestling. I mean, are people going to be doing that? I don't know. I know when Raw goes to Netflix, you know, everybody's going to be paying $15 a month just to watch wrestling for a whole year. I'm not doing that shit. I'd rather just watch it off the computer if I have internet by then, but, you know, if everybody has internet, I don't know, man. Who knows? But, like I said, you know, that the ACP program that people are on it, they might not be able to watch wrestling on the internet because they can't pay for it. God forbid, you can watch Raw, SmackDown, NXT, AEW, and wrestling on TV because they can't pay their cable bill. Not good. That's why the economy is so fucked up. But hopefully, you know, Donald Trump is gonna fix everything for the next 4 years. And then maybe DeSantis comes in 2028. I don't know, but Sleepy Joe has to go, even though he wants to fund this program for the internet. So, you know, as much as I hate him and everybody else hates him, if he gets this thing done, it'll be the first actual good thing he does. So come on, Joe. Come on, Sleepy Joe, do your fucking job. Get those fucking senators to pass the fucking bill. Fund that money instead of giving it to Ukraine and the fucking migrants. Help the people that kind of voted for you. I didn't vote for your fucking ass. I still won't vote for your ass in November, so you can go fuck yourself, but at least, you know, help out the people that need the internet. Not myself personally, but I'm just saying all the people that can't pay for it. The lower class. I'm in the middle class. I don't care if I'm in the middle class. I don't give a shit. I still can pay my bills. I'm just saying other people. That's why I mentioned it. These other people that are in the lower class can't pay their bills. And now they're taking away the best thing that ever happened to them. That they're getting $30 off their internet bill, and now it's going to get yanked away. Like, oh, here's $30 off your bill. No, yes, take it back. No, don't do that to us. The FCC, you can all go fuck yourselves. And if Congress doesn't pass this bill, all you fucking senators can go fuck yourselves too. I'm just saying. I'm saying this for the American people. America! Not for myself and the middle class and everybody else. But I'm just saying for the lower class people, they need their internet, they need everything. So, get it done. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright, enough about that. Alright, so let's get back to Dynamite, and I talked for 31 minutes about the internet and Trump, and I don't care, but you're still watching, hopefully, but I don't care if you're not. Alright, so let's get to Dynamite, and, so Dynamite was a pretty decent show. It was it emanated from the End Market Arena in Savannah, Georgia. Interesting. Kind of around near the Hotlanta area, near Stone Mountain, Georgia, kind of right near AJ Styles country, because he lives in Georgia. So, it is what it is. Alright, so we're 6 weeks away from the first pay-per-view of the year for AEW, Revolution, Sting's final match in Greensboro, South Carolina, as him and Darby will possibly be taking on the corporate Bucks. They used to be called the Young Bucks, but now they're the corporate Bucks, Matthew and Nicholas. That's just weird saying that, but we got that. But tonight's show, like I said, was pretty decent. We had, the main event was, hey kids, it's Edge taking on the legend from Japan, no, not Okada. The other legend, Minoru Suzuki, Kazunari! We had that. We had the Cowboy, Hangman Adam Page, about to do some cowboy shit. He's in action. Taking on Pentagon, Zero, Meadow. Our good friend Swerve is in action as he took on Jeff Hardy, dude. We had that. The Acclaimed defended their Trios Championship against the Mogul Embassy of Brian Cage and the Gates of Agony. We had Thunder Rosa taking on Red Velvet from Your Mama's Kitchen. We had a great face-to-face segment with Gianna Perrazzo and timeless Toni Storm. Watch out for the shoe. And there was some shoes flying in that segment. And then a whole lot more. Alright, so our commentary team, as always, on Wednesday nights, the man behind the mask, Excalibur, the greatest Met fan I know, besides Kevin Kelly, but this guy's way better than Kevin Kelly. That's Taz! Red Hook brother. And the man who should be in the Hall of Fame, my good friend from the old XWF days. You know him, you love him, you can't get enough of him. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. Tony Baloney Schiavone. He's back with a new haircut. Still looks old. Old as shit. Sorry, Tony. Now he's gonna block me on Twitter. Fuck him. No, I'm kidding. But, anyway. Alright, so that's our commentary team. And we're off and running. Alright, so we start off the show like we did, kind of like last week. We started with the champ, the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, Samoa Joe. He comes out, still wearing a great suit from the Men's Warehouse. As always, that's our sponsors. Well, that's our sponsor for every video I do. Because when you go to the Men's Warehouse, you want to go get a nice suit and tie and some good pants, maybe some shoes, socks, underwear. I don't know what they sell there, but no, they probably sell that too. But you want to look good. You have a job interview to go to. You just want to look good for your lady. You have a date night, or you just want to impress a lady, and you go to the Men's Warehouse. Tell them I sent you, and maybe, just maybe, you're gonna like the way you look. I can almost guarantee that. But when I go, they know. They hook me up. Because I like the way I look. I can guarantee that. Because when you look good, you feel good. Remember that. That's a commercial. When you look good, you feel good. If you don't look good, then you're not going to feel good. And you're not going to get any pussy. For you guys out there. For your girls, you can still look like shit. Maybe you get dick. I don't know. Guys, you know how guys are. But you can look like a total slut. Still get a lot of dick. But you can look like, fucking Cinderella, living in a chimney or some shit. Maybe, some guy will feel bad, But, I don't know. But, it is what it is. But, go to the Men's Warehouse, and maybe you'll like the way you look. I can guarantee that almost, but we'll see. Some of you people out in YouTube land, some of you people, you need a makeover badly. Because I know some of you hide behind your accounts, and you say you look good. Who knows? Who knows if you do? You're hiding. Why? Show your ugly mug, you hippie. But anyway, it is what it is. I'm not the greatest person in the world. I look good. I feel good. I still can get a lot more pussy than you motherfuckers can, but it's true. But that's all I gotta say about that. So we move on with that. Alright, so Samoa Joe comes out. He has the belt. And talks about how people have to earn title shots nowadays, because now the ranking system is back. Thank you, Tony Khan. Thank you very much. Because Punk was the one who got rid of the ranking system. Fucking idiot. Oh, we're just gonna give no more contenderships to anybody. Your Serpentico will get a title shot. Why? He's not ranked. How many matches has he won lately? He just gets a title shot out of the blue. Oh, we like you so much, we'll give you a title shot, even though you suck. Okay. But now I got the ranking system, so people that are gonna be able to earn their title shot at Joe, but basically, like what happened to Hook last week, they're gonna take a beating and they're gonna like it. So basically, whoever earns this spot, you're gonna get your ass kicked by Joe, including Hook. And speaking of Hook, we have to send for the man. Wake up, Hook! Get in here. Bring your... What do you got there? You got Doritos? What is that? I don't want it. He didn't bring anything for me, you bastard. Well, Hook's here, ladies and gentlemen. So, Hook comes out with a mic. He's about to talk. He doesn't talk a lot. And that's... Maybe it might be a good thing because his mic skills suck. But anyway, he comes out and says, Joe, you won last week. I lost. They shake hands. And then Hook brings Joe into him and he whispers in his ear. Next time we see each other, I'm gonna win. We will see each other again. Then they break. Joe's like, I bet we will. And he's like, can we get security out here? We got a little kid in we got a kid in here in the ring. Get him out of here. So 3 security guards come out. You know how Tony Khan's, he's supposedly a billionaire. You get 3 garbage as fuck security guards, but then you pay that big bald guy and the other guy. It's not Atlas Security, by the way. I don't even know what company they work for. But you got those 2 guys there. They can't come in. They came in after the 3 security guards got beat up. Oh, that's great. We get the actual security guards that work for AEW. Like, we get Atlas Security to come in. It's like, oh, we gotta stop Hook. You know, Hook will probably beat that big ball guy up. Maybe, I don't know, but I don't know how strong that guy is. But the other guy, probably. So, like, yeah, Atlas Security has to come in because the three security guards can't even fucking beat up Hook. That is sad. And that's it. And there was audio problems. People were going on Twitter. It's like, what the hell is that echo coming from? Oh, that's right. You go to an arena and you get 1,800 people. You know you're going to get a fucking echo because, it's echoing off the freaking top of the freaking stadium. Or the arena where nobody is. Like, nobody's in the front row in the upper deck or whatever. You got all 1,800 people in the front row. In the first couple rows. And, God forbid they go to the hard cam side. There's nobody there. Which has always been AEW's problem. People that go to the shows like, hey, look, we took a picture. He's like, look at the hard cam area. Nobody there. It's all blacked out. No wonder AEW gets so much fucking scrutiny. Because their morale is like garbage right now. I don't know why now. Because I guess now, because WWE's just red hot right now. And they may be getting Okada. But they're gonna put him in NXT? Are you nuts? Hunter, are you, like, dumb? Why would you put Okada in NXT? That's a slap in the face to him. I'm like, really? You're gonna put the God of Japan in NXT? And have Shawn Michaels try to mold him? Are you nuts? It's just another reason that Okada should not go to WWE, because he's gonna be watered down and just be like every other person that came from Japan. Asuka, Kairi, Io in a way, Nakamura, Sarai. Remember Sarai, whatever her name is. What's her name? What's her name? What was her moniker? Not the Empress of the. Not that's the Empress of Tomorrow. That's Asuka. The Soldier of the Sun, something like that. And then she comes out like a schoolgirl and they ruin her gimmick. And then she's gone. Now she's back in Stardom. And then you bring over Chinese people like Dante Chen, who basically did nothing. And I think Boa's from Japan or China. I don't know where he's from. Where's Boa? I mean, we kind of saw him with Dante Chen and the Tianxia makeup. We haven't seen him since. What's going on with that? What happened? We just forgot about it? Xia Li's back in catering. I don't know where the hell she is besides her house and posting hot pictures every once in a while on her Instagram page. But it feels like they don't give a shit about Japan. Io's the champ. That's great. They bring back Kairi. Great. But it just feels like, Asuka changed her gimmick around. Her makeup is all different. She's blowing blue-green mist in people's faces. Yeah, that's great. But she's losing the people like Natalya, or, makes no freaking sense. And then she's dancey. I'm like, that's not the Asuka I know. I don't want to see that again. Why is she even dancing? She's in Damage Control. She's back with her friends Kairi and Io, the Black Lotus Triad. And then Asuka's dancey, and Kairi's just being Kairi, in a way. And Io, once in a while, gets really serious at times, and sometimes she gets funny. I'm like, why? I just feel that, WWE has always been racist. Vince McMahon, right? He doesn't like that many black people. He likes our truth to death. Titus in a way, in his own way, but I just feel like, WWE might be a little bit racist. They don't like people from Japan. They get all these people to come in. Yeah, come in. Now that Hunter's around, come in, Okada. come in, Ishii, Ibushi, whatever. Well, Ibushi's now in AEW now, so that's a good thing. Now he's injured. He's having, I think he just had surgery because he had a lot of injuries. I don't know when Ibushi might come back, but we pray for him though, Ibushi-san. But I hope and pray Okada makes the right choice and goes to either, well, I like to go to Impact, not to Impact, sorry, TNA. But I'd rather have him in AEW. He has a good friendship with the Bucks, a good friendship with Kenny. Why would you go to Hunter and get watered down and misused and not be the Rainmaker like you were in Japan? Not even Nakamura is doing the same thing. Like he's now that finally they kind of are doing great things with him. That whole Seth Rollins feud was okay. And now the Cody Rhodes feud is over, particularly over now. The promos that he was cutting were great with the Japanese style, and then the anime, which felt like you're watching Dragon Ball Z. That was great. But now, what is he gonna do now? He's not winning the Rumble, obviously. Well, what's next for Nakamura? What's next? And you know when Io loses her belt, what's going to happen to Io? She's going to be lost in the shuffle. Because Charlotte is making a humongous comeback in her rehab right now. I mean, she looks like she might be back earlier than expected. Because she basically drinks that Super Saiyan spinach. So we might be seeing by maybe by May or maybe by SummerSlam, we'll see Charlotte back. Maybe. But it is what it is. I mean, Asuka and Kairi probably going to win the women's tag team belts tomorrow night on SmackDown from the Dancing Queens. And then you got to worry about Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler, probably be number one contenders. And then after that, I think they're going on a nice little run. But then they kick out Bayley. Bayley goes to do her thing with Io. Probably beats Io at WrestleMania. And then the Black Lotus Triad's just going amok, with Io involved in it. But as far as Kairi and Asuka go, with the women's tag team belts, they probably won't hold them for at least till WrestleMania. And then, as what they always do at WrestleMania with Asuka, she's going to lose. So she'll go to 0-7. God forbid they start a streak like The Undertaker in reverse with her. I mean, why would you make Asuka lose at WrestleMania? She shouldn't have even lost to Charlotte at WrestleMania 32. Well, Rhea Ripley, I'll take that one because Rhea was just red hot when she was just becoming Mommy Rhea Ripley, and she just had an amazing end of 2022 going into 2023. I was like, yeah, well, okay. Well, okay. Asuka loses the belt, but got it right back. Got the SmackDown title. And then lost to the Bianca, who then lost to the Io. And Io's been champ since SummerSlam. So it's getting close to a year with Io, but it's going to probably end by WrestleMania, which sucks. But hopefully she'll get it back. And I hope, Asuka and Kairi hold the belts. I would like them to hold the belts till SummerSlam, or maybe past that, but I think realistically, the women's tag team titles, which are shit anyway, they're going to be like a hot potato going between different teams. And I think the next champs are probably going to be maybe Naomi and Sasha, if Sasha's there on Saturday. Boss Glow will come back. But then again, Naomi will come back, maybe go after Io. But I like to have Naomi be a heel and join up with a certain guy named Roman. And be with her husband Jimmy in the Bloodline. I mean, because the Bloodline really is starting to be stale. It's just Roman, the wise man Paul Heyman, Solo, who's basically a jobber now, jobbing out to fucking Randy Orton, and he beats up AJ and Eli, and then he'll beat up Randy Orton. And then the next week he's either later in the night or next week he loses to like Randy Orton or AJ or Eli. It's just like, why? He should be a fucking killer. And he was in NXT. They brought him up. He was kind of, doing the same thing. But then he's losing half the time. Oh, yeah, but he gets that big win against Cena at Crown Jewel, and then down the drain he went. They should have just kept him like a big monster. You know how Roman just is kind of scared of him, eventually, we're going to see Roman and Solo eventually, probably by the middle of the year. But I don't know. And Jimmy is just doing this whole yeet crap. Thinking he can call audibles and shit. Roman doesn't like it. So I'm like, what's the point of having Jimmy back? If they want to make the bloodline strong again, bring in Jacob Fatu from MLW. Bring in, turn Naomi heel and be with Jimmy. Have the first female in the bloodline. Rikishi might come back. I don't know. To be with, trying to mend the... He'll probably be coming back for the Jimmy J feud that might happen at WrestleMania. If it does happen. I don't think it will, but you never know. I don't even know if Jimmy and Jay are in the Rumble. I think they are, but you can bet that one of them is going to get eliminated, and then that feud is going to start going into WrestleMania. But, we'll have to see. Because it was rumored that they were going to fight at Mania. But I don't know what's going to happen at post-WrestleMania with the Bloodline. If we still see Roman versus The Rock, and Rock's going to get smashed, stacked, pinned, go back to Hollywood, go back to the UFL, which is going to fail. Yeah, you could do your role in TKO and do your garbage movies, but don't come back to wrestling ever again. Because you got beat by the second greatest of all time, and that's Roman Reigns. The first GOAT is The Undertaker. I'm sorry to say that. Issa knows it. She doesn't care. She yells at me though, but she's like, Roman's number one! I'm like, no, you're talking to me, baby. You're talking to me. You're talking to the man who loves The Undertaker so much. I love Roman, but come on, I can't, Was I mad that Roman beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania 33? Yeah. Yeah, because it was at the time that Roman was getting pushed down our throats so much, like it was like Cena. And I said what I said back in the day, but now I don't say anything bad about Roman. It's not because I like Issa. I just have a different outlook on Roman right now. Ever since he came out and said he had leukemia, I was like, you know what? I take everything I said back about him. He's a great guy. I just hated the character. I didn't hate Joe Anoy, or Anoy, whatever the last name is. I didn't hate him. I didn't hate the man. I just hated the character of Roman Reigns being shoved down our throats every fucking week. I was like, fuck, if Roman Reigns, the character, died tomorrow, I wouldn't give a shit. It's wrong to say, but, I respect the man because of what he did for the wrestling business. Like Cena. I hate Cena with a passion, but I have to respect him for what he's done for the business. I hate Wheeler Yuta, I hate Wheeler Yuta. We all hate Wheeler Yuta. But we have to give him some respect for what he does in that ring. He puts his body on the line and everything. The women, too. I hate Charlotte, but, I have to respect her. One, because of her dad, Ric Flair. One of the greatest of all time. That's all time, not the modern era. The all time. Like, Hogan is the number one guy in my book. But Flair is definitely number 2. And Macho Man Really Series number 3. But as much as I hate Charlotte, I gotta respect her because she's done a lot of good shit for the women's division. So I can't hate on her. I might hate her character. I just don't hate the person. So it's totally different when I wish death. If I wish death on Roman Reigns, it's different. I'm not wishing death on the man. I'm wishing death on his character. Change the gimmick. Do something. It's getting repetitive and boring. Kill his character. But people take my words out of context every fucking time. And they want to spin things and blackmail me. And it blows up in their face when they get the truth spoken to them. Hey, you're still a pedophile, you're still a cat dealer. Well, here's the fact, here's the real truth. Fuck you. Because you just think that I'm a bad person. I'm not. I might say things off the wall, and I might say things that might be mean to some people, but, you know, if you can't handle it, then don't be on the internet. For whatever I say to certain people. Whether it be JD or back in the day, Sean's View Entertainment, I don't care. Me and Sean mended our fences. We've gone our separate ways. We don't talk at all. He does what he does. I'm glad that he's getting the subs now and everything. He's living his life. Even though he came out recently saying that he got beat up at the mall or the supermarket or whatever. I take that with a grain of salt because you know how it is. Sean can say one thing that might actually be true, and then next thing just not true. So I'm like, if he did, it sucks. But you kind of think in the back of your mind, like, we gotta see proof of that. They got beat up just because of his opinion, of his storylines and his whatever he does on his channel. I think it's just wrong to do that, but. Sean has to live with that shit of showing his cock! Basically, 12 years ago. That'll never die, and I gotta deal with all the pedophilia shit, with the whole trap queen shit. That's ancient history now. And then people coming out saying I stalked a 15-year-old, which is not even true. Oh, we're gonna show Issa. We have the police reports. Yeah, sure, okay. Right. Words. You think somebody like Issa's gonna believe a police report that I was never charged? You think she's gonna believe that shit? Really? Come on now. I mean, she came out and asked me. I'm like, I never got charged. It never happened. Oh, there's the proof. They have a police report, but I never got charged. And it never happened. So I mean, why were you gonna believe somebody, not believe one of your friends? I mean, come on now. It's stupid. It's just stupid that these people want to just tell these people false lies and make false accusations about me just so I can't have friends anymore. I mean, how stupid is that? I know other people back like last year believed all that bullshit. And they got involved, they got caught in the crossfire. So yeah, they have a reason to not be friends with me anymore, some of them, but they want to believe other people's bullshit and not me, then fuck them. Fuck them! But keep doing what you're doing. I hope you have a lot of success, but you want to come crawling back to me and, say, I'm sorry, now I know the truth. You should have learned the truth last year, dumbasses. I'm not a bad person. I'm not. Maybe I let things get to me here and there, but at this point, let people say what they gotta say about me. I don't care. I'm gonna keep doing what I gotta do, and I'll still be your nightmare come true. Yeah, that kind of rhymes. But I'm still gonna do what I gotta do. And if you want to stay obsessed for another 10 years, then you're basically wasting your fucking time. You're wasting your life on me. Because I'm not going to stop for you, and I'm not stopping for anyone. I don't care who you are. I am not going to stop. And I'm going to have my own opinion. You can have your own opinion, but like I always say, my opinion pretty much matters a little bit more than yours. Certain things we may agree to disagree on, but other than that, my opinion matters the most. I don't care about your opinion. I don't care what you think of me. I don't really give a shit. Making fun of other people that I consider good friends, I think it's retarded. I think it's a waste of time. Don't bring them into our beef, because I think that's a bitch move. Do I bring anybody in? You know, you go low, I'm gonna go lower. And if you can't handle that, that's just too fucking bad, because you're not gonna do anything about it. And if you try, you know what's gonna happen. Will I be a pussy about doing that stuff? I don't give a shit. So, don't watch my videos, but if you want to stay obsessed and waste your time, go ahead and do it. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck anymore. So, you want to be obsessed and, you know, do all this bullshit by wasting other people's time and resources. It's just retarded. You're not going to stop them. No matter what you do, you're not going to stop them. They're going to still be the same people they are. So, stop wasting your time doing critique videos and exposing videos. It's not going to even do anything. And then, you know, hiding out as decoys or some shit like that. It's just retarded. It's just retarded. Just live your own fucking life on YouTube and in real life, alright? Don't give, you know, who cares what you think about other people, whether it be me or whoever it is? Who gives a shit? I don't care about what other people do. You know? Unless it's like my close friends like Issa or Joe Cronin or Hugh Steven or whoever it may be. I mean, what they do in their personal life, you know, is not my concern. You know, I'm glad that Issa's doing all the stuff in Puerto Rico and she's going to Mania. She's at the Royal Rumble right now. She's in Florida right now. Well, you know, she's having the time of her life right now. I'm happy for her. You know, am I jealous? Maybe a little bit, but, you know, I'd like to trade places, but I don't know with that, but it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. I mean, what they do in their personal life, I don't really care. I mean, I'll support them. You know, something major happens. You know, I'll support them. I'll say, hey, you know, my condolences, or you know, I got you. You know, I'm here for you if you want to talk privately. Even with certain people in Issa's chat, we talk offline about our personal lives here and there. Well, not all the time, but you know, even if I'm on Issa's chat, I say, I'm dying of my colonoscopy or whatever. I mean, I'm not playing the poor me card, and people think I'm playing the poor me card and getting sympathy from everybody. I'm not. There's a good community there, and I like it. There's a lot of good people there, and I like being around them. If you don't like it, tough fucking shit. But just don't fucking be a fucking retard and be disrespectful to people like Issa and people like Joe Cronin and whatever. Just because of me. The guilty by association card. I hate that fucking card. Because they gotta be put in a situation that's just between me and douchebags on this fucking website. Just let it be between me and you. At this point, I don't care. It's the same fucking bullshit. But, pretty much out the window now. I don't care anymore. I don't care. But, all these false accusations and trying to blackmail me and trying to rid me and not have me have any friends at all, it's just retarded. It's just stupid. You might have won a little battle last year, but you're not going to win the war. You're not going to let me have no friends and on YouTube and in real life. Not happening. So, you can kiss my rosy red ass, Mahoney. And that's it. Alright, enough about ranting even more. Alright, let's get back to wrestling. Let's get something actually good. Because I want to go to bed. I got things to do tomorrow. Like, certain people that you should be doing. But I digress. Alright, so, back to AEW we go. We had Hook and Joe with a kind of weird, awkward promo. That's that. So, I gave that first segment 3 out of 5 stars. And then Joe goes on commentary for our very first match of the night. the Hangman Adam Page doing some cowboy shit. Takes on Pentagon Zero Miedo. Zero Pussy. But anyway, we had Alex Abrahantes, the hype man, at ringside. You know, Joe's on commentary talking about, these guys are looking for opportunities and shit. I'm gonna kick their ass, So we got that. And I'm gonna go abbreviated for the rest of this show. So it's kind of a back and forth match. Pentagon slips out of the Deadeye. Then they exchange clotheslines and super kicks. And then they knock each other down. The fans are going, yay. So we go to break. We come back. Pentagon kicks him to the floor. Then he's like a big running flippy. Doo-ba-doo-doo. They go back inside. Pentagon has a running Death Valley driver. And then the Hangman avoids having his arm snapped in two. Because you know how Pentagon's the collector of bones, basically. Comes over to set up Powerbomb for a near fall. They go to the apron, try to hit some big time moves, and really get nowhere with that. So Hangman kind of wins that exchange, and then Pentagon goes back inside, and the Hangman tries for the buckshot lariat, gets counted into Made in Japan for a near fall. And then Pentagon sends Adam Page to the apron, maybe trying for some type of, maybe the fear factor on the apron that he usually hits. But he goes for a Canadian Destroyer on the apron, which would have been really sick. But Adam Page counts that into the Deadeye. Ow! On the apron. Then he basically throws Pentagon back in, and this time Adam Page hits the buckshot lariat. 1, 2, 3, the Hangman does some cowboy shit, and he gets to win in under 14 minutes. Match is pretty decent, 3.25 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. So Adam Page still looking to get that title shot against Joe, but he might have to worry about a guy named Swerve. We'll see what happens with that, and we move on. Alright, then I think we go to back with Renee Paquette and her special guest, freshly squeezed orange juice, the AEW Intercontinental Champion, Orange Cassidy. He's all down to defend his belt against Roddy at Revolution in 6 weeks. But for now, he sets up a fatal 4-way match on Rampage this Friday night, and the winner of that match gets him for the Intercontinental belt on Collision. So we have the Butcher, we have Commander, we have El Hijo del Vikingo, and who else we have? I forget who else, but I can't think of it off the top. I think it was Trent. I forget who it was, but anyway, you move along with that, and should be a good match. And we'll see what happens and who wins and faces OC for the belt on Saturday. Not that they're going to win, because I think OC's going to hold the belt till Revolution. Roddy's going to definitely beat him at Revolution, and then the Undisputed Kingdom are going to be getting all the gold. I mean, they had the Ring of Honor tag team belts. Roddy's going to get the Intercontinental belt, and eventually Wardlow will beat Joe, probably maybe by Double or Nothing. We'll see Adam Cole, baby, with that belt, even though he never earned it. He'll just get handed to him by Wardlow. I think that would be a bad idea for Wardlow, and who knows what's going to happen by the summer. Maybe Wardlow will turn on the Undisputed Kingdom and kick Adam Cole's ass. I don't know. But we got all that. And we move on with that. Alright, so I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we see the corporate Bucks. Matthew and Nicholas come in a little bit late. And then they get, I guess a format. I don't know. Somebody, I think one of the stagehands gives them like a piece of paper. Ooh, what's this? 8:30. And Alex Marvez, that idiot, comes in and says, Matt, Nick, what's going on here? You know. So, and then, like, they basically tell Marvez, you're an idiot. So, you need to respect us and call us by our names that are on our passports, Nicholas and Matthew. I'm like, jeez. Anyway, they say backstage morale is way up, and they want a great show. Can you prove that the backstage morale is good and is going up? I don't know. But anyway, they leave Marvez alone. He's like, get out of here, Marvez. So they go down the hall. They run into Top Flight, Darius and Dante Martin. And the Bucks chastise them for being late. And, you know, like, Darius is like, we've been here since 1 o'clock. Where have you been? And then, like, you're in your gear. What the hell's going on here? So, then the Bucks are like, nah, we're just kidding, you know? We love you guys. You get the joke? We're just joking with you. And then they hug, they fist pump, and I'm like, okay. What was that about? You know, I don't know if this whole corporate Bucks gimmick is gonna fly. It's kind of, you know, it takes a while this season, but, you know, see how it goes. I know they're going after Sting and Darby, but, you know, they just look like corporate pricks right now. So we'll see how it is. So I get a 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. Alright, match number 2 on your scorecard. Trent Beretta, and the Best Friends. Give me a hug. Orange Cassidy's out there. Rocky Romero, he's there. I think we saw Chuck Taylor. So they're there. Trent is taking on Wardlow. Big, beefy men slapping meat in that ring. So Wardlow comes out with the Undisputed Kingdom of Roddy. You know, the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. I'm Matt Taven. If you don't like Matt Taven, you're a Melvin. And Mike Kanellis-Bennett, the man who will punch you in your dick and then give you a pile driver. So they come out, and then Adam Cole, baby, comes out, still on crutches, and basically in a walking boot. I still think Adam Cole's coming back by the summertime. I don't know if he's going to be at Forbidden Door, or maybe Double or Nothing, or maybe after Double or Nothing, I think. Hopefully back in action, but, you know. That's a little Twitch lately. What happened there, Adam Cole? I haven't got any notifications that you're on Twitch. What the fuck, man? You say you had this 5-day streak of gaming, but I know he was at some event for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Oh, yo. I can't wait to play that game. I cannot wait. February the 29th, Leap Day, it comes out. And it's basically the second part of... Basically, it's Disc 2 of Final Fantasy VII, the original. So it's just that, with maybe some new stuff in it, like how the first one was. First one, you didn't have some of those things that you didn't see in the first one. That's why I call it a remake. They remade it with some new levels, like Resident Evil had new levels in it. New bosses. So I'm like, what is this? When was all that? Even in the downloadable content, separate ways in RE4 remakes, totally, pretty much different, totally new, kind of. There's some things that still are in the original part, but pretty much new graphics, new voice characters. Good. I love RE4 remake. I love it. Can't get enough of it. Can't wait for Resident Evil 5 to be remade. I don't know when that's gonna happen. Maybe this year. I think it's next year. And then Code Veronica X is gonna get remade. Ooh. And then maybe, I don't know if they're gonna make another regular Resident Evil game like Resident Evil 9. But we have to see. Coming off Resident Evil Village, which is 8. So I don't know what 9 would be named, just Resident Evil 9. I don't know how they're gonna like put RE then 9 on the cover of it. So they can't put, there's no X in there. There's no I and X. Or somehow they'll do something like that. They really should totally remake Resident Evil 6, because Resident Evil 6 sucks. So bad. It sucked. And now you play all the Resident Evil games after that are basically the same system from Resident Evil 6. It's just hard to freaking figure out sometimes. Even when you play Revelations 1 and 2. You're like, what is this? Great games, but still, I'm like old school. I like how Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 were like, the battle systems and the guns and everything. But now it's like, what is this? That's why I didn't really like 5 that much, because, you know, because it was like co-op mode you had to do, even in Code Veronica X in certain ways. You and Steve, Claire and Steve are teaming up, and you gotta, what really would have been nice for Code Veronica X, I hope what they do in the remake, you could play as Steve. In-game, and maybe just, you know, not in certain parts of the game you can play as Steve, but then they should have a mode where you play as Steve through the entire game, and like his perspective, not just Claire Redfield's perspective, or even, you know, later on in the game when Chris Redfield comes in near the end of the game. Kind of makes no freaking sense, but I would like to see Steve's perspective of the game. Maybe there'll be a downloadable content for that. I would like to see that. You know, 8 is not in the game, which sucks, but there's only a couple games that 8 is not even in, which is basically Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 0, Outbreak. I don't know if she's in. I don't think she's in Outbreak or the director's cut. He's in 6, obviously. 5 she's not in. She's played by Sheva, who is that certain person from Resident Evil 2. Actually, it's Resident Evil 4, actually. Not 2, sorry. Sheva is basically, what's her name, Hennigan? Or Henderson, whatever her name is. When freaking Leon is talking on the walkie-talkie, and then you see her face on the original and the remake. That's Sheva. Nobody knows that. It's Sheva. It was like, who's that? Who's Sheva? Who's Sheva? And she just goes. Chris goes to Africa. He meets up with Sheva. Hey, you look familiar. Oh, you work for Leon. They didn't explain it, but basically, that woman that Leon's talking to in most of Resident Evil 4, that's Sheva. The more you know. I know people are gonna say, that's not her! Look at her, and look at Sheva's pick base. Basically the same. But I digress. Alright, moving on from Resident Evil. Alright, so Trent Beretta and Wardlow, with the Undisputed Kingdom at ringside, Adam Cole almost got there's like a big flippity-dippity dude to the outside, and Adam Cole almost got hit. And Trent is all pissy, and grabs a chair, as the rest of the best friends are arguing with Adam Cole's group, and Trent hits Wardlow with a chair behind Rick Knox's back. But in any event, after that, Wardlow tore Trent apart, and Wardlow pulls him down into a knee strike, then the Powerbomb Symphony, 1, 2, 3, in basically 8 minutes. Wardlow gets the win. That's that. After the match, we get a beat down, but the best friends come in to make the save, and then Wardlow's about to go in and beat him up even more, but Angle's like, slow down, big man. Let's go to the back. We're done here. And that's pretty much it. Move on from there. Alright, so I gave the match 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, then we have a video for Edge getting ready for his big time match with Minoru Suzuki and the Copeland Cup, or whatever it's called. Alright, we have that. And, we'll move on from there. And, yeah. Alright, my computer, as always, has to freeze. What are you gonna do? So, in any event, let's see if I can get my notes back in sync. I'm talking way more than I should, but I don't give a shit. Oh, there we go. Alright. We'll get my notes back. It's just my computer acts a little wacky sometimes. But it's old. I know. I gotta fix it and get a new one. But I will eventually. But even when you get a new one, sometimes it freezes up at the wrong time. All right. So. Yeah, I'm getting tired. I apologize for that, so. Come on. I really don't want to get my phone and I have to look this stuff up and waste a little bit more of your precious time that I already wasted an hour and a half. Alright, so, as, I try to fix things here. Let's just talk about random things. Alright, so, Toni Storm and Deonna Purrazzo. Woo! That was crazy. So Renee Paquette's on stage. Both women come out. Deonna looking fabulous. Toni Storm looking even more sexy. With freaking Mariah May looking great as well. I mean, Luther is there. This segment was epic. So, they sit down on director's chairs with Renee. And Tony's like, I'm gonna start first, love. Says, goes, I have a massage later on. Man, I like to be that guy. Huh. Massage. Well, then again, I might have to, fight off Juice Robinson, but, man, I don't give a shit. I'll massage her feet. her feet, her sexy feet. Oh, darling, you're doing great, love. I'm like, I know, I'm great, thank you. It's like, can I just rub your feet and then we'll be done? I don't want your husband to kick my ass. Oh, no, don't worry about my husband. You have to worry about me. I'm like, alright. I'll keep my chin up, tits out, but I'll watch for the shoe. But I better do that massage good, because she might throw a shoe at me. Huh. Or something else, who knows. Well, anyway. So she mentions about Deonna Purrazzo getting body shamed recently. She said she calls that ridiculous when there's so much more to shame about her. So Toni threatens to twist Purrazzo's lips around. Which ones? I don't want to know. I mean, if you talk about punching people in the box, I mean, it's a pussy, but we get all that. But Deonna says, I'm here to be champion. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to be AEW Women's Champion. And she'll do that arm by arm by arm. And I'll earn my shot if I have to. But I don't want to face this version of Toni Storm. I want to face the woman that was in the dojos in Japan with me. That lived in my house. We have matching ankle tattoos, and the fans, they show them off. The fans oh, shit, they went personal, y'all. Which is basically why Toni Storm doesn't have her fooled. So, that kind of, upsets Toni. She gets mad, she throws the shoe, and then Deonna's like, bitch, you threw a shoe at me! Throw a shoe at you, and they're throwing shoes at each other. And then they start fighting, they're rolling around, can't fight! Right? And, after that, Deonna tries to put her in the Venus de Milo, but eventually Mariah May and then Luther stop her. And then Deonna kind of breaks free from, I think, security guards, goes to kick Toni Storm in the face and hits Luther. Oops! Luther gets knocked the fuck out. And then that's pretty much it. Mariah May takes Tony to the back, and yells, looking over Luther like, whoops. I didn't mean to do that, but I did. And then she picks up the AEW title and holds it up. And that's it. I'm like, wow. That was an epic segment. And that's pretty much it. So I gave that 4.25 out of 5 stars. I will love where this is going. I can't wait for the match itself. Whether it be at Revolution, on Dynamite, Collision, wherever it's going to be fucking epic. And that's it. Then we get an impromptu promo from Taya Valkyrie and her husband Johnny Johnny TV. And Taya says, hey, there, Tiana, you remember me from TNA? How about me and you fight next week on Dynamite? That's gonna happen, so that should be pretty damn good. The last time I think they actually fought was about a year or so ago in TNA. I think it was actually almost 2 years ago. They fought at Under Siege. And we get that. Alright, I moved on a little bit, so I wanted to do that. But anyway, yeah, so that match is going to happen next Wednesday night. Also, we got Serena Deeb coming back. So she's going to be in action on Collision this Saturday. And that's that. Alright, move on. Okay, let me backtrack a little bit. If I can. No, actually, I was going in order. I'm sorry about that. Alright, so after that epic promo from the ladies, we had another guy. We had AEW and Tony Khan. They want variety. John Moxley basically cut the same promo from last week. Says the Blackpool Cook Club has won a lot of titles, but haven't had any victory parties. Why would you have a victory party for a guy like Wheeler Yuta? Fuck him. But anyway, Moxley's like, this is gonna be my year. I'm ready to hurt anybody who gets in the ring with me. You better step up to me. That's basically it. So Moxley looking to kick somebody's ass on that road to wherever he's going. So maybe back to the AEW title for the third or fourth time. No, third time. I was right. Look at that. All right. Then I mentioned Taya Valkyrie and Deonna Purrazzo next week. That match got made. That's that. All right. Then we go to our next match. We have Swerve with Prince Nana, my good friend. He takes on Jeff Hardy, dude, with Matt Hardy. Did it at ringside. Actually, this was a pretty decent match. Jeff Hardy's singles run has been going. He's been putting on some great matches, jobbing, but still putting on great matches. Like he had a great one with Darby on Rampage the other day. And this match with Swerve was pretty damn good as well. Didn't go his way, but lots of near falls. Eventually, Swerve hits the rolling downward spiral, sets up a suplex into the Swerve stomp. 1, 2, 3. Swerve gets the win. And that's pretty much it. So, yeah, the Hardy Boys are kind of complaining. It's like, hey, why can't we be on Dynamite? Hey, Jeff Hardy had a great match on Dynamite. Now you want to complain even more? What are you going to complain about? You're jobbing? That's the only thing you can complain about. You're jobbing, basically. It is what it is, but I would like to have Jeff turn on Matt. Maybe Jeff Hardy as a heel again would work. I don't know, but anything to kind of like inject something into the Hardy Boys. Because they're kind of boring right now. And I really think that, them coming back to AEW, really Jeff coming back to AEW didn't kind of work at first, but now, he went to rehab, and now he's kind of clean and sober-ish. Still kind of worry about him at times, but, They're doing okay, but it's still like they're basically relegated to Rampage, a jobber show, and they're jobbing to teams like the Butcher and the Blade. Why? Matt Hardy's losing to guys that he could beat in his sleep. Jeff Hardy, the same thing. Well, he put up a good fight against Swerve, 14-minute match, and I gave it 3 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, after that, Renee Young runs into Hangman Adam Page, who gets interrupted by Swerve, and then they're about to fight, and like Renee's like, "Oh, hold on, guys, we got breaking news." Like, you're gonna stop a fight between those two guys? Yeah, sure you are. Sure you are, Renee. But anyway, she gives us breaking news from Tony Khan that next week we're gonna have a Pick Your Poison match. Basically, what that means is Adam Page will pick Swerve's opponent, and in turn, Swerve will pick Adam Page's opponent. That could get very interesting. I'm interested, like Roman would say. So we'll have to see what happens next week on the program. And we move on. So I get that 3 out of 5 stars. Then we get to Red Velvet from Your Mama's Kitchen, taking on Thunder Rosa! Yay! Alright, 7-minute match. Kind of went back and forth, but in the end, Thunder Rosa wins, hits a drop kick, then the Tejana Bomb, which didn't look like the Tejana Bomb that Raquel Rodriguez hits, per se, but still gets the win in 7 minutes. Match was kind of, 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Move on. Alright, then we go to Tony Baloney, my good friend, in the ring, and he brings out Darby Allin. How you guys doing? I know it's late. I don't give a shit because I'm so emo. I come from Seattle where we stay up all night, and it rains every fucking day. And I live in my car. Guys, I wear less makeup than my friend over here. It's Stink! So they come out, Darby takes the mic, and he's like, every day I get asked about what it means to be in the ring with Stink! And then he talks about, hearing Sting's career being over, and then going down to Sting's house in Texas, they fight in the ring, and Darby's like, you still got it there, Stinger! Now Sting's about to hang it up, but maybe they should go out as the AEW Tag Team Champions. So Sting was like, never say never. I'm in! So they kind of make a challenge to Big Cass and Ricky Starks, who then accept the match. So we're going to see that 2 weeks from tonight, February the 7th, in Phoenix, Arizona, of all places, for the AEW Tag Team belts. I think we'll definitely see a title change, because they're 27-0, and you think they're going to lose to them? They're going to lose to the Bucks. The Bucks are going to be, I don't even know how many time champs, AEW, 3-time, I think 3-time AEW Tag Team Champions, because Sting's last match, you think that him and Darby are going to beat the Young Bucks and retain the titles in Sting's final match? Makes no sense. If this is his final match and he goes out as a tag team champion, that'd be great, but still, it's his last match. They're gonna vacate the belts. They're gonna have a stupid fucking tournament? Because it's how Tony Khan loves tournaments. No. I don't care if it's Sting's last match. He goes out with a blaze of glory, but the Bucks are gonna win the belts. It's just how it's gonna be, guys. The Bucks are gonna win the belts. I don't know how much of a run they're gonna go on, but once again, they're gonna be ruling the tag team division. So we got that, and that's pretty much it. I think Wrestling Cat's being stupid again. Hey, Wrestling Cat, what are you doing over there, Bobby? Wrestling Cat, there you are. Stop being a pain, because you did bad before. Wrestling Cat was a little naughty cat earlier. Knocking over things, I had to clean it up. So she's trying to do that again. Bad. So she wants her treats. Yeah, I'll give you a treat. Right? I love her though, but she's a pain in my ass sometimes. Sure, I'll give it. Well, Rose is gonna be getting up pretty soon, so maybe Rose will give some treats before we both go to bed. She usually gets up around this time anyway, so to go piss or take a crap. I don't know. Maybe sometimes she gets up and wants to watch a little movie. She's like, I can't sleep, or she gets up from her long beauty sleep. It's like, I'm bored. I'm gonna have something to eat, or have a cup of coffee. Coffee! You want some coffee? I got a coffee, yeah. So she'll get up and have a little coffee, and then go back to bed. And then we'll probably have morning. Before I go to work, sometimes we have morning sex, but so that's rare. But you never know, depending on her mood. But I digress. All right. So we got that. Let me move on. All right. So 2 weeks we got the AEW Tag Team belts being defended by Big Cass and Ricky Starks, taking on Stink and Darby Allin in Phoenix, and we definitely will get a title change. That's that. All right. Speaking of titles, we got the trios titles on the line. The Acclaimed and Badass Billy Gunn, and don't forget, ladies, Sesame Mommy Ass. So they come out. Max Caster talks about Prince Nana being a Nigerian prince and telling him to stop emailing his mama. Weird shit. And then the Bang Bang Gang, the Bullet Club, to shoot you for the love of God. The Ass Boys and the Switchblade. Wait, with the Switchblade. Jay White, the Bang Bang Scissor Gang are here. As they take on the Mogul Embassy, Brian Cage and the Gates of Agony, Toa Leona and Bishop One. So, pretty decent match. Back and forth, Prince Nana gets involved. But then the Ass Boys come out along with Jay White. Ass Boys put Prince Nana through a table. Ow. Well, I guess no more dancing for a while from Prince Nana. You're still my boy in the Prophecy and the Purge, don't forget that. Still my boy. He's from my neck of the woods. He's from Brooklyn. So they take care of Nana, and then Jay White stops from Bishop One from bringing in a chair. We'll get that. They take out Prince Nana, and then Toa Leona takes a semi-decent 3D. I mean, you can't hit the 3D. Come on now. You're the 1D. So they hit that on Toa Leona, and then Billy Gunn comes in, hits the Famouser, then Anthony Bowens hits the Arrival, then Max Caster comes off the top rope with the mic drop. Chaotic ending. 1, 2, 3, the Acclaimed retained the AEW Trios Championship in just under 9 minutes. Match was kind of boring, to be honest with you, so I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. Alright, and then we get Serena Deeb, like I say, returning to Collision. That's good. Don't know who her opponent, probably some jobber, some chick, maybe, I don't know, maybe somebody from the roster, from Ring of Honor, or maybe some local talent. So she'll probably stretch her to oblivion. But at least Serena Deeb's back, and it's going to be a big part of that division again, with Deonna Purrazzo. Her and, I would love to see Deonna Purrazzo and go up against freaking Serena Deeb. That'd be epic. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, then we go to your main event, which lasted like 9 minutes because of the overrun. Thank God for the overrun. We had, hey kids, it's Edge, taking on Minoru Suzuki, Casadinari! And this match was freaking... It was good, not great, but good. They beat the fuck out of each other at the beginning of the match. Forearms galore. Jeez. Edge goes for the spear, gets counted into a guillotine, and Edge has to drive Minoru Suzuki through the barricade. That was crazy. They go back in. They have another slugfest. They knock each other out. Crowd's going nuts. They get back up. Do it again. Because you know how good it was the first 2 times. It's like the SATs. I've seen it about 500 different times, and it keeps getting funnier every single time I see it. You got a little Beetlejuice. Don't say his name 2 more times, it'll be bad. It's showtime. Check it out 1 time, aren't you? That's not funny. Anyway. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line. Mark your body on time. Okay, I believe you. Okay. Look at that. Anyway. So, Edge grabs the Impaler. Then he hits a quick spear for a near fall. But then Minoru Suzuki pulls him into a rear naked choke. Edge reaches for the corner. And, the turnbuckle pad gets pulled up. And then Edge sends him into said turnbuckle pad. Ow! Knocked him out. And then Edge, of all moves, hits the kill switch. Not great. Don't ever take a move from Christian and you think you know how to do the move and you barely flop on it. So he hits a semi-good kill switch. Kind of sending a message to Christian. 1, 2, 3. Edge gets the win. Match could have been way better, but still hard-hitting. I give it 3 out of 5 stars. After the match, Edge gets on the mic and says, "God damn, that hurt. I've never been hit so hard in my life." What do you mean, Beth Phoenix doesn't beat your ass half the time? I'm not talking about in bed. I'm talking about legit. Because you know how Beth fucking Phoenix is. She's the Glamazon. I mean, if she can beat the fuck out of Santino, what do you think Edge would be doing? Edge would get his ass kicked. Because she's the Glamazon. Hey, I mean, if you banged her, Edge, you gave her 2 good kids. I mean, come on. So you had to win somewhere. I digress, but anyway. Alright, after the match, he says, "I haven't been hit that hard in my life." It's like, well, you took the match with a freaking beast like Minoru Suzuki is. I mean, lucky you got him to do the match. Not that he was doing anything in Japan. Okada had his final match in Japan, I think today or yesterday, whatever it was. Crying like a little bitch. But it's Okada, you know, his long 7, I don't know how long he's been in New Japan. Long time in Japan, coming pretty much to an end. Where he goes? Hopefully not to the WWE, because I know for a fact they're gonna, I mean, if he goes to NXT, he's gonna be a god in NXT. He'll probably win the title on his first night, or his first pay-per-view. Like how Becky came to NXT, won the title, and then lost it to Lyra, like about a few weeks or a month later. But it is what it is. So, if Okada goes there, you know he's going to beat Dragunov or whoever is the champ by the time he gets there. Not going to be Trick Williams, obviously, but it's probably going to be, I don't even know. If you're still the champ by the time Okada gets there, you know, that would be kind of fun to see Dragunov versus Okada beat the fuck out of each other. Okada wins, obviously. Then he just holds the belt for a long time. Then, we're like, oh, when's he going to the main roster? 2 years from now. And then we could get some epic fucking matches like, Seth Rollins versus Okada would be great. Cody versus Okada could be pretty good. Let's see. Maybe, I don't know about putting Randy there. I would love to have Shinsuke and Nakamura. Shinsuke and Okada reliving their days in New Japan over the Intercontinental title. Excuse me. Excuse me. Goddamn. Reliving their days in New Japan over the world title. That would be fucking epic too, but you know, but both guys are kind of like on the downside of their career, they're pretty much past their prime. But they could definitely pull out all the stops to put on an epic fucking match at WrestleMania or whatever. At any pay-per-view, basically. You could see that, but not right now. But it's kind of, like I said, it's stupid to put freaking Okada in NXT. Makes no freaking sense to me. He is a main roster guy. What brand do you put him on? That's might be a put him on any brand really. Put him on SmackDown. Him and AJ will go freaking nuts. Imagine Okada and Roman. Can Okada actually beat Roman? Maybe. I don't think so, but there is a possibility. But I just don't think Okada should go to NXT. I think he should go to AEW. He has friends there. Why would you just like, hey, I don't want to see you guys anymore? And you know, in NXT, he's not gonna. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna let him be in NXT and then go to Japan, come back, go back and forth. I think Asuka's able to do that. Because you barely see on house shows these days, but even Kyrie, the same thing. Io goes back and forth between Japan and the States here and there. I don't know if Hunter will let Okada go back and forth from Japan to the States if he's on the main roster, because you know he's gonna. Well, unless they give him the Punk deal, where Punk doesn't really do that many dates, and he does an occasional house show here and there. They might do that. Then yeah, you can. I was like, yeah, sign Okada. Let him do a few shows. I mean, he's gonna be on NXT, like not every week maybe, but yeah, you could do that. But like I said, don't put him in NXT. Put him on the main roster. I mean, the schedule, his schedule, that's gonna have to be, worked out. It's not gonna work 300 days a year. I mean, he'll do a few house shows, like MSG, or whatever, with San Diego, with Los Angeles. He'll do all those, but mostly be on Raw or SmackDown every so often on the pay-per-views. And then most of the time it would be going back to Japan to be with his family. Because they're not going to move to the States. I doubt it, but I think he's more comfortable living in Japan. That's just me. That's just his thing, I think. I don't know. But we'll see what happens with that. And, yeah. As far as Suzuki goes, sucks that he had to come in just to lose the fucking Edge. So anyway. So Edge says, I've never been hit that hard in my life. And he says, Suzuki-san, respect. He goes for the code of honor. Suzuki's like, well, fuck you, man. He leaves and everyone's like pissed. I was like, damn, you just had a great match. You're gonna be a dick. So Edge is like, yeah, if it was somebody else, yeah, I would go after him and fuck him up. But it's Suzuki, so it's the way he is. But I would say, he says, yeah, you might be a dick about stiffing me out of a handshake. You might be a dick about it, but I still respect you. Then he says, that's the kind of match that Christian Cage has never had, and I'm still coming for you, Christian. So, the third match, the third match is going to be a war. Whether it be the Cage or, well, I don't know what else they can probably do. Well, the second match was, was it no DQ? I think it was no DQ. So, I think the next logical step is a Cage. Because, what else can you do? So, I think Edge eventually will regain the belt for the second time and hold it longer than 5 seconds. Was there some technicality that, Luchasaurus won a stupid battle royal and got a TNT title shot? So, I think if Tony Khan did that again at Revolution, don't do a cash-in the same pay-per-view. I think the winner should get a title shot maybe that Wednesday night on Dynamite. So, Edge will probably have a couple days to prepare still, but not have him cash in and lose it in 5 seconds. I thought that was just a ripoff. He wins the title, everybody's happy, and then Luchasaurus comes in, hey, I'm going to cash in, and then he's like, well, I'm going to cash in and give it to my boy Christian here because I'm a prick. And just like, well, fuck you, Christian, let me fight him. I'll get the belt back for you. But he's like, okay, Christian, you can have my spot and get my freaking title shot again. Dumb. So technically, you know, Luchasaurus would have been a 2-time champion, technically, but it is what it is. But we'll see what happens with that, and what's going to happen with Edge and Christian going to Revolution in 6 weeks. How they're going to play that up. But we'll see. Alright, so that ends my review. Thank you all for watching, and I gave Dynamite a pretty solid 7 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to my channels and all that good stuff. Like the video, follow me on social media, hit that bell, please, and turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. And share the video all over the internet. And that's pretty much it. Alright, guys, I'm going to get out of here because I got to, my battery on this phone is about to die and I got to charge it overnight. And that's it. Alright, guys, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Check out my other 2 videos. They will be in the description box later on. And that's pretty much it. Alright, good night, everybody. And until next time. And I'll probably be back tomorrow night. Or sometime, probably tomorrow night. Probably tomorrow night with your Ring of Honor review, maybe a TNA review, right on the Kill Demons channel. And then I'll do my Metal God video for Ice Train, probably Friday. And then SmackDown and Rampage Friday night, once again on the Kill Demons channel. And then Saturday, I would do, well, maybe Friday or Saturday, or early, I don't know, depending on what I do Saturday, but I will get my Royal Rumble predictions out probably Friday. Probably have to be Friday, because I think I might be doing something Saturday. But I will be watching the Rumble. I'm not watching Collision. I will do Collision on Sunday afternoon before I go out to watch the Niners game. Hopefully Debo will be playing. I don't know. I mean, there was a report saying he's gonna play. Now they're saying he wasn't at, he was at practice but didn't practice. He was just practicing on off the practice field, but he looked good doing it. So, you know, Kyle says it may be a 50-50 shot. Ayuk says he's definitely gonna play. I mean, we've got 3 days left of practice. See how you know, what happens with Debo. Hopefully we'll hear good news by the weekend, because I think, you know, the Niners might need him against that Lions defense, even though they can't defend the pass. So maybe not. You won't need Debo. I mean, they won without him last week, barely. But, you know, without Debo, we saw this season he was out basically 2 games, and those 2 games, you know, they kind of wish they had him. Although those 4 losses they got, basically 2 of them were with Debo and 2 of them were without Debo. What are you gonna do? So hopefully if he plays, because if not, I don't know. I'm hoping we don't get an upset, but that'd be a major upset in that championship series. I mean, because if the Chiefs beat the Ravens, not really an upset. I mean, it'd be great, you know, get the Ravens out, but still. I mean, you want to see Mahomes in the Super Bowl again? I guess the Lions? I really think it's still going to be Niners and Ravens. I still kind of think that, but I would love to see Niners and the Chiefs rematch from Super Bowl 54 4 years ago, basically to the date, you know, around the date that my brother from another mother passed away, right a couple days after the Super Bowl 4 years ago. You know, miss him. I'm going to miss him. I miss him every day, but, you know, week after next, right around Valentine's Day, is going to be not a great day, because I'm going to be thinking about him and crying like a bitch. But, you know, my boy right up there, you man, you sexy bitch. You niglet. Oh yeah, I can say that because he said it. It's not racist when I say it. You think it's racist? Fuck you. But we got all that. So, you the man. You the man. So we got that. Alright, so I'm going to get out of here because I'm tired as fuck. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time, me, my brother from another mother, and everybody in the Prophecy and the Purge that are way better than you, and you fucking know it. You're not down with all of us when we got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man! That's it. Until next time, go to sleep, fuckers. Peace.